Sinbad, Volume 11, Night 92, Two Princes. Understand, I'll tell you everything. Except for Sinbad confronting them guys. The truth about this country. Anyway. It all started a few months ago, when the former king passed away. The former king had two sons, Prince Armakan, and his younger brother, Prince Sharkan. Wait, is Sharkan one of his generals? Sinbad's generals? Due to the fact that Prince Armakan was the son of the second queen, he wasn't the first in line to succeed the throne. However, his younger brother was still only 9 years old. Prince Armakan was the one enthroned. However, there were those who disagreed. The following month, the second queen passed away, and it was sudden and unexpected. Shortly thereafter, the same sorts of sudden deaths began happening throughout the city. All the victims were people that stood behind the young King Armakan. King Armakan was losing his supporters one by one. At that time, oh, what a situation! Oh, the former king has been angered. This must be a curse. People rousing. Our former king hoped for an independent Heliohapt, free from foreign influence. But what about our current king? Isn't our current king blatantly ignoring those policies? Well, he's the king, he can put his own policies out. The one who inherited the former king's will, and the one who should succeed the throne, is Prince Sharkan. Using a puppet. We must give the throne to the legitimate heir, Prince Sharkan. The former king's faction started calling the series of mysterious deaths a curse, and began promoting the young brother, Prince Sharkan, as the legitimate heir to the throne. However, there was something we realized. The death of the second queen, as well as the death of the current king's supporters. They all died because they were poisoned. Oh. So that made it likely that someone in the former king's faction was poisoning them. If you realize that, why didn't you do something? Unfortunately, we don't have any definitive proof that it's someone from the previous king's faction. But if we let things continue like this, our eternal struggles and conflicts will only continue. What are we supposed to do? That's enough, normies. Huh? King Armakan comes in. These are travelers from a foreign country. We've caused you enough trouble because of our country's problems. There's no reason to drag you any further into our problems. It would be better if you left this country as soon as possible. I'll arrange for a guard to escort you on your way home. Furthermore, let's end this conflict. Tomorrow, I'll go to the tomb of the royal family. Huh? What? You mustn't. If something happens to you, Normies, this is the only option left. Then we will come to you. The royal tomb, no. Or to the royal tomb, no. To the place that used to be the royal tomb, the mysterious structure it became. Wait, what? Please, wait a minute. Could that structure be? Oh, you're travelers, so of course you don't know. The truth is, we have one more problem in this country. Within the borders of our country, a mysterious structure appeared overnight. Oh, is this a dungeon? No matter how many soldiers we sent to investigate it, not a single one ever came back. Huh? Alerted? That structure is in a place of enormous importance to the royal family. The royal tomb where generations of past kings were laid to rest. Ooh. Ever since that structure appeared, our royal tomb has changed to become a part of it. To us, the royal tomb is the most sacred place in Heliohapt. It allows past generations of kings to watch over us, and is the place where all new kings succeed to succeed the throne through a former investiture. Huh? An investiture? Yes. Here in Heliohapt, it has been accustomed since ancient times for the heir named by the previous king to be formally named king in a ceremony held at the royal tomb. However, currently, the royal tomb has turned into something entirely different. To this day, we have been unable to hold a formal investiture for King Armachan. The words of the former king are carved into the sarcophagus, but we can't enter the royal tomb. We can't verify what is written there. In other words, we have no way of knowing if Lord Armachan is the legitimate heir to the throne. Nobody knows the identity of the true heir. So it's between the true princes. Okay, I see what you mean. Due to the circumstances, the previous king's faction is trying to put forth someone else as the true heir to the throne. Exactly. They made up the idea of a curse, thinking that they could use the uncertainty of the crown to topple Lord Armachan's reign. Like, look down. We believe he is our king. If we could just prove that Lord Armachan is the legitimate king, then all of this conflict would come to an end. If we could just visit the royal tomb, if that mysterious structure would just disappear. Huh? Is Sinbad gonna go conquer it? Put your mind at ease, Your Majesty. Please leave the structure, no, the dungeon to us. We'll take care of it. Wait, are they all going in? That structure is undoubtedly one of the many dungeons that are now appearing around the world. A dungeon is a dangerous place. However, if you conquer it, the structure disappears and the place it stood. And the place it stood will return to the way it was before. We've already conquered 2 of them. Please, leave everything to us. Like, Sinbad, just who in the world are you? Wait just a minute, huh? Visor Grafwa and Queen Dalgar, Lady Patra, coming in. Oh, normies, how deplorable. Making up lies about us, scheming to poison people and passing it off as a curse. Oh, seems like the only one capable of leading our country correctly is my son. Shah Khan should be king after all. Brings in our king, the true king who inherited the will of the former king. Please show yourself. The second prince, Lord Shah Khan, like just dazed. He's like nothing in his eyes. He's gone. Okay. Night 93. Oh, don't have a name for the chapter. Okay. This is the true king of Heliohapt, the second prince, Lord Shah Khan. Got everyone, huh? How dare you insult us by denying Lord Shah Khan the crown that legitimately belongs to him? Normies, your embarrassment to console. It's like, oh. I said nothing but the truth. You're using the fact that we've been unable to enter the royal tomb to have our informal investiture and aiming to take the throne for yourselves, aren't you? Huh? With such uncertainty surrounding the throne, you sure seem to think you know everything. That's just further proof that Lord Shah Khan is the legitimate heir. The majority of the people already support the former king's faction. Just what is it going to take for you to accept that that's the way things are? Grafka, you guy, Lord Armachan, like getting away. I am the 36th king of Heliohapt. I've accepted the responsibility and have the resolve needed to be king. No matter what you do or what schemes you put in place, I will never waver. Remember that. Shut up, false king Armachan. Huh? Prince is like talking. The one who should be seated on that throne is me. I was entrusted by the will of the former king, and as the one with the most direct line of succession, I'm the one that should legitimately inherit the crown. Besides, I saw it. The name that my father, the former king, had carved into his sarcophagus was my name. He could be lying. For generations, before the king dies, he would summon a mason and bestow upon him the name of his successor. However, the mason would carve that name. Okay. The mason will carve that name into the king's sarcophagus. Then, then, as it's forbidden for any living person to know the identity of the heir before the investiture, the mason must die alongside the king. However, the former king's mason came to me to plead for his life. He said he had a wife and child to think about. Of course, such behavior was unforgivable, and then that mason was beheaded. However, the name that was carved in the sarcophagus at that time was Lord Shah Khan's. Like shocked, but that could be false. Wonderful. Like, if that's true, then you are, without a doubt, the legitimate heir to the throne. Why didn't you tell us that sooner? Huh? Yeah, why didn't you say that sooner? If that's true, then we must prepare for your formal investiture at once, and we must make a formal announcement. Stop this farce! Huh? How foolish! You want the throne so badly that you're willing to go that far? You're a disgrace to the royal family. Never show your face in front of me again. Your Majesty, please, wait a minute. How typical of the young king to lose his composure. That's right. At any rate, with this it's decided that Shah Khan should be king. Debatable. That's right. Now we no longer need to prevent the investiture. In fact, we must visit the royal tomb as soon as possible to declare Shah Khan as the heir to the throne. Travelers, you should know something about that mysterious structure. Yeah? Perfect. Wait. Travelers, you said you know something about that mysterious structure. I'm reading it wrong. Words hard. Perfect. I'll give you a special mission. Get rid of that dungeon and return the location to the way it was before. Make it so that we can enter the royal tomb. You'll be rewarded for your help. We'll even give you the right to trade with Heliohapt. It's an important mission for you to fulfill as foreigners. Is he gonna do it? Then we'll come to collect you tomorrow morning. Now we must make the necessary preparations in this investiture. Understood. Please leave it to us. And inform the former king's faction of our victory. Huh? Ha 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 ha. Leaving. Is it really okay to help them out, Sin? Like, yeah. If it was a dungeon, I intend to conquer it from the very beginning. Domestic affairs have nothing to do with us, so it's not our problem. More importantly, looking at the other prince, how unexpected. I must admit, I'm curious about all of this. Oh, huh? Must be my royal intuition. Turning off. No, he's like there. Okay. Huh? I also have something I wanted to speak with you about. I'm grateful to you foreigners. Thanks to you, I was able to avert my mother and Grafka's attentions. Huh? In this palace, I'm always supervised by the two of them. So both my ability to express my own views and the actions I can take are restricted. I'm not allowed to do anything on my own. Okay? Mother and Grafra are unable to control my brother, so they want to make me king and control the throne through me. Even though I know that, there hasn't been anything I could do to stop them. What I said before, the story about how my name was carved into the sarcophagus, and about the mason being beheaded, it was really all a lie. Huh? I thought it was strange. Huh? Oh, she lied, it was strange? That was strange. If it was the truth, it made no sense for you to have kept it from the Queen Dowager and Visor. Why did you tell such a lie? Looking down. Because if I didn't say something, the mother and the others wouldn't have let you anywhere near that mysterious structure. Asking complete strangers and foreigners on top of that for help may be a mistake, but there's no one else I can ask. Please, get rid of that dungeon. So he wants his brother to be the king? Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Night 94, 16th dungeon. Oh, already 16. Okay. This is a royal tomb, or it should be, but now it's just as you see. That mysterious building is the dungeon. Like right in front of it. No problem. If I conquer the dungeon, it will disappear and the royal tomb will return to the way it was before. That's a relief. I can look forward to King Shar Khan's investiture. Like just blink. Lord Armor don't say it, normies. Huh? It's right after yesterday. They both still have lingering ill feelings, huh? But both of them want the royal tomb returned to its former state, so its outcome should be good for everyone. There's no one else I can ask. Please get rid of that dungeon. Prince Shao Kahn, of course we intend to do so, but there's one thing. If it turns out that your name is not the one engraved on the sarcophagus in the royal tomb, the one that will be put in the precocious position is you, isn't it, Prince Shao Kahn? I know. Ever since we were born, my brother and I have constantly been forced to oppose one another. I had to bear the weight of that situation. But the ones who wanted the conflict were only the ones around me. I never wanted that. So, the truth is, I wanted something more normal. We just want to be a normal boy. I don't care if I'm hated, as long as Heliohapt can return to being the way it should be. That's my responsibility as royalty. Please help us. Please bring the conflict in this country to an end. Ha ha ha. They're just laughing while away. Ha 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 ha. Let's make sure he's repaid for thinking that way. Yeah, let's go. Enter it. Enter tomb. Huh? Alright, we're all here. Huh? I'm glad we all arrived at the same time. Sometimes there's a time variation when you enter a dungeon. Yeah. So this is a dungeon. We better be cautious as we move forward. Wow, he's looking around. No, time is precious. Our priority is to conquer the dungeon and return the royal tomb to its former state. Let's cut out the exploration and take a shortcut straight to the treasury. Huh? Is there a way to do that? What? That's easy. Shines its. Oh, changed. It would be faster to cut a path straight through to the treasury. Going? That's so reckless. Sin. Barbarook. Boom. Sigh. Wow. Ouch. Huh? Where are we? Huh? Ow. My Jinn equip's gone. Wait, what? This is the treasury. I'm rather attached to this dungeon, and I'd prefer if you don't destroy it. So I transport you here. I'm the Jinn of the dungeon. He just transports them. So Jinns can just do that. Like they don't have to like go through it. I'm the Jinn. I'm the Jinn of spirit and puppetry. Zepar. Jinn of spirit and puppetry. Welcome, humans. Has wings. You're unusual, aren't you? You brought several Jinns with you. Just like that king. That king, huh? But instead of that king, you're more like... No, never mind, huh? This is the end of this dungeon, right? It is, but... It seems like among all of you, there's already one with his mind set on being king. Yes, but... That's right. Sinbad, you possess a rare type of magic power. As you already possess numerous household vessels, you are undoubtedly the king vessel. However, it's not your strength, but the strength of your allies that I'll be testing. As a king, just how well will your allies obey you? That will be my trial for you. Wait, what? Got Drakon by himself. I'm talking Mr. Bangs, Masrur, and Zepar. Got the princess with her two guards, or two handmaidens. Night 95. Zepar's trial. He's not testing the king, but us? That is. Zepar's trial. Okay. Sinbad, if all of your trials pass my test, then I will grant you the power of a king. However, if even one person fails, you will fail the whole trial. And this will be the end for all of you. To pass the Jinn's test, we must be confident in our abilities, but I'm sure it's not going to be that straightforward. Moreover, if even one of us fails, this is the end. Ooh, Sardine. What should we do? What kind of test will it be? Hey, wait a minute. So the requirement is just that everyone has to pass the test, right? What is there to be worried about? It's not difficult. I believe in the strength of each and every one of you. You all made it this far by fighting together. Because you're my friends and allies. Smirks. Then let's get started. I'll be testing that strength of yours. Is a raise the stage? Alright. First up, all of your fellow allies fight each other here. Wait, they're gonna have like a tournament? What? That will make it easy to measure your strength. Fight? You mean in a match? Sounds interesting. Chalk. Oh, please don't relax just yet. This is a serious fight. I expect you to use your full strength for this fight. I am judging your strength after all. Then, I'll choose the pair for the first match. First up is you two. Oh. Strength is necessary in order to protect your king. With similar weapons like the harpoon and the lance, you seem well suited to face each other. Oh. A warrior and a knight. Yeah, Knight of Susan. Which one of you can be called the King's Sword? I think it's Amachok. Shouldn't it be? Yeah. It would be beneficial to decide which one of you wields the strongest spear. The strongest spear? Excuse me. Can I say something? I don't mind proving ourselves through a match. But this pairing, is it really an appropriate one? Lord Hinahoho is, from the nation of Amachok, a race that has superhuman strength and natural resilient bodies. In comparison, even though Mystras is a knight, he's only a normal human being. Think about it reasonably. If you're pairing someone against Lord Hinahoho, it seems more suitable to choose someone like Lord Draken. So why didn't you choose to do so? Jin, if this is really for you to test their true strength, please, wait a minute, huh? That's not true, Zepar. I don't feel dissatisfied with the Jin's choice at all. Wait, what? It's true that I'm not from some special race of people. I don't have a household vessel like you and some of the others do, Zepar, but I am a Knight of Susan. Boom. Does he have a shield? No matter who my opponent is, I have no intention of losing. Oh. Because, oh. If that's how you feel, I can agree with that. Lord Hinahoho, huh? Let's figure out which of us wields the strongest spear. Darn it. I got them all fired up. Zepar. It's fine, Zepar. You worry too much. Let's just see what happens. Just grow. The match will continue until one of you is defeated. Now if you're both prepared, let's begin. About to strike. Oh. Knight 96. Hinahoho versus Mystras. Yeah, Mystras. Mystras? This is a fight between spear wielders. It's a serious one-on-one match that will continue until one of them is defeated. How will this turn out? Boom! Hinahoho's like going down, ripping up the stage, like pushing back. He's got the same ridiculous strength as always. Huh? It would be difficult to withstand even one of those attacks. But you can't just keep running away either. Whoever did it, huh? Who's behind him? Boom! He pierces him with a spear. Ah! Or lance. He's like just going to the lance. Ah! It's like going body shots so fast. This spearsmanship he learned as one of the Susan Knights. He leaves no opening for a counterattack. He's even faster than he was when I saw him fighting Susan. When did he? When he probably got like faster when since Sinbad was gone. Boom. He was like going in. Boom. He's like sends flying. That sure was a good attack. However, it's like just seething dust coming off him. Because the body of someone from Amachok. You barely left a scratch. Oh. Well, Hinahoho is really resilient after all. But if he continues to take attacks like that, the damage will add up after all. It's an overwhelming number of attacks. From a knight with unmatched accuracy versus a few devastating attacks. From a warrior whose best weapon is his resilience. It's a good match. Mystras has practiced hard and gained a lot of experience for his age. This match may be a prolonged one. 13's like getting nervous. No good. I don't have the strength to decide this match. Just one more attack. If I can just make it a decisive one. Darn it. Those attacks have really taken their toll on me. At this rate, I'll be the one who runs out of energy first. Oh, they're like both matching each other equally. If I can just muster the strength to overwhelm my opponent in this one final attack. If we can't, then we can never become our king's sword. It's clashing. Boom. Got two birds coming in. I am the strongest bear. Request my power. I'm the household. I will bestow upon you a great power to help you protect your master. Household vessel. Barakru Habra. Flash lance. Household vessel. Garfor Roromus. Frozen Sea of the Southwest. Both like getting household vessels to this. They're going in. Everyone's like shocked. Boom, big collision. Hinahoho, Mystras. Oh, they're both down. My. They are alive, although they both completely exhausted their energy. It's like picking them up. The power of their household vessels was at the same level, so the attacks canceled each other out. They were able to get this far by drawing out each other's power. Well, that means they both passed. What? They both passed? But you know, that ending was pretty lame. A fight is supposed to be something a bit more desperate. A bit more of a life and death situation. At least, that's what I want to see. Let's make it a bit more serious next time, huh? I got Zepar. Zepar Masrur. Oh, shoot. No. But this isn't going to be a simple contest of strength. It'll be a fight to the death. You two will be fighting till one of you manages to kill the other. Assassin versus like extreme like Hercules strength. Knight 97. Masrur versus Zepar. What the heck? Zepar versus Masrur? We'll fight to the death? Well, they're both still alive, so how they get through this? I'm afraid I have to refuse. Zepar, wasn't it supposed to be a trial to test our strength? There's no reason we should fight to the death. You don't get it, huh? Listen up. If I tell you to fight, you fight. If I tell you to kill each other, you kill each other. In a dungeon, the rules of the Jinn are absolute. Besides, what problem can you really have with this land game? You killed plenty of people to get where you are today, right? What's the problem with adding just one more to the body count? I know all about you. You belong to a trope of assassins, and have been killing people since before you were even old enough to understand what you were doing. Jamlash, Chief Assassin, Zepar. You actually enjoyed killing, didn't you? If you didn't, you wouldn't have been able to continue it since such a young age. Tormenting, hurting, killing. You really only felt alive when you were out for blood, didn't you? Oh, you got pegged. Somewhere deep in your heart, you found enjoyment in death, didn't you? If that's really your true nature, then what reason do you have to deny my request? You enjoy it, don't you? Killing? I don't. I don't believe you, murderer. Oh, calm. Boom. He's like stepping out. Huh? He just cuts him. Masrur. Wait. Masrur like, I'm not a slave anymore. No ignoring me to fight to the death ever again. You kids really don't listen to what you're told. Pops up. It's pointless. As long as you're in the dungeon, its Jin is invincible. Not a single one of your attacks will be effective. Oh, fine. You're really that against following my orders. Then I'll do this. Huh? Zzz. Masrur. Huh? Shocked him? Masrur. Wait. He's making him a puppet? Boom. Oh, he's maddening. He's going in jumps? Huh? Come down. Wait, he's just in there. He jumped. He's on the ceiling. He jumped back down. Boom. Just destroying the pillar. Boom. Just in half. Oh. Masrur. Are you okay, Masrur? Wow. Amazing. So this is the power of one of the ancient red lions. It far surpassed normal human limits. How about it? Wait, is he in his body? Now we can make this an interesting death match. Oh. Look back, huh? Ha ha ha. He's like running away. Here I am, over here. This body is amazing. And an inexhaustible supply of overflowing power. The power to jump so high, I feel like I'm flying. With a body like this, I can do anything. He's like jumping around. Only it might be. Boom, he crashes down. Difficult to adjust to all this power, huh? This is. Now Masrur controlled him. Oh. I think do this. Night 98. Masrur's power. Oh. This is a Masrur. I don't know what kind of power that is, but it's you, isn't it, Zepar? Huh. Smirks. Huh. Bingo. I have the ability to meddle with people's minds. I fiddle with the kid's brain. I fiddle with the kid's brain a bit. His consciousness is asleep, and I'm in control of his body now. Uh-oh. But he doesn't want to be a slave, so this way we can fight without any interruptions. Now let's get started. Fight to the death. When the world too far. Wait, Drakon. This is one of the Jin's tests. Zepar may have a reason for all this. Let's just keep an eye on things for now. Maybe he's trying to see if Jafar will like really kill, like if he like put all that behind him, or Mesmer's attacks just now were too dangerous. I have no choice but to stop his movements and use my household vessel to end this match as quickly as possible. Let's get going. Ready? Sends out both strikes. Sorry, Masrur. Baruch. He's going. He jumps up. He's behind him. Oh. Huh? Wait. Just kick him? He like broke his. Just break his arm? It's not over yet. He's going in. Dodge. Huh? What? What the heck was that attack? No. That wasn't an attack. That was just. Huh? Sin's right. That was just a shockwave. As Mesmer accelerated. The air surrounding him compressed, creating a slashing effect just from the movement of the air. Masrur, no, Zepar, was just moving around, and yet, I can't control this body very well yet. Oh well. Oh, Jafar's like bleeding from his hand. As long as I can move it, I should be able to eliminate you. It's like all cut up. But I better be careful too. Because if I bring out my full strength in this body, I might end up destroying the entire treasury along with you. If I don't restrain myself, better prepare for yourself. This match has barely started, right? Huh? What is this? This trouble premonition. Oh, this terrible premonition. Feels like I'm facing a being whose abilities overwhelmingly transcend those of humans. It's like a, what the heck? Like a dog dragon thing? All my instincts are screaming that I must not fight him. Uh-oh. Like going in. This isn't going well, Sinbad. This is Mesmer's true power. It far surpasses that of any normal human being. Feels like the fantastic power I gained when I became like this. Even though Jafar was narrowly able to escape that attack. Huh? It was only because his skills as an assassin have made his body hyper aware of his surroundings. However, if he continues like this, he'll die. Sinbad, the dragon's like, huh? Amazing. This is the power of the jinn. To be able to control such a strong person so easily, depending on how it's used, it could be a terrifying power. If I could get my hands on the power of that jinn, perhaps I could. Jafar's like, messed up. Haha, awesome. You're just barely standing now, huh? Like, beat him. Yeah, I don't even have a scratch on me. Point him. But I'm already bored of this, he's like, going in. I'll put an end to you with one final blow. Jafar doesn't have the strength left to move. Jafar! Huh? Like, what is Jafar gonna do? Night 99, Jafar. Huh? I'm already bored of this. So I'll put an end to you with one final blow. Although, it looks like, even without that, you've already reached your limit. This is bad. If the fight continues, Jafar will die. What should we do, Sinbad? Sinbad's like, out of it. Limit? Me? Are you sure? You sure are conceited. Your true form can't be harmed, and you borrowed another person's body in order to fight. Is that how you intend to win? Even though you're a jinn, your true nature isn't actually that great, is it? Oh, he's like, is he trying to go him out? You really get on my nerves. Huh? Fine, I'll rip you apart. You and that impertinent mouth of yours. Jafar, this is bad. Run, huh? Let's out. Oh, he's like digging the ground with his spear or his hook. Die! He's like coming at him. He's going for the face, and he's like tangled up. Oh, what? He tied him down. I finally caught you. Oh, no matter how strong you are, you can't break a household vessel, can you? It was tough. With your speed, you were easily able to avoid my attacks. Oh, but in the end, that's a borrowed body. Since you couldn't completely control Mesmer's strength, you weren't able to do anything but rush straight forward, no matter how fast you move. If I know what direction you're coming from, all I have to do is set a trap. To jinn like you, humans are inferior beings. The moment you let yourself get worked up by my provocation was the moment that sealed your fate, or that sealed your defeat. Get out, Masrur! Ruru, sigh! Boom! It just explodes. Huh? And then, I didn't have any choice but to be rough with you. Huh? Masrur, I'm sorry. Huh? But he doesn't look like Masrur. You're awake. Ow. Huh? Sure surprised me. You almost knocked me out cold. Wait, what? Don't make that face. It's okay. Once the match is decided, I'll leave this body. Wait, what? He's doing it? Decided. Wasn't it just decided? Nope. Didn't I say at the start? Take this. This is a fight to the death. You can't end this until one of you is dead. Go on, kill him. If you kill him, you win. If one of you dies, you pass. But then Masrur fails, and Sinbad won't go. You won't get the jinn. That's a trial I've set for you. Oh, you want to devote your household vessel to serving your master, don't you? If you want to do that, kill him. Oh, huh? Jafar! Something's not right. The match should already have been decided. This fight to the death lasts until one of us dies. That was the condition, right? If that's the case, then it doesn't matter which of us dies, does it? Is he gonna kill himself? Sin. I'll leave the rest to you. Boom, he just stabbed himself. What? Jafar! Jafar's down. Wait. How is he alive still then? 900. There's no title for this chapter, okay. Draken and Sinbad go up to him. Dead. Jafar! Jafar! Hold on, Jafar! Jafar! Sinbad! Jafar, he's already, huh? Ha 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 ha. Nice. Good job, Jafar. That's it. The resolve it takes to be able to throw your life away for the sake of your king. That's exactly how a loyal subject should act. I want to see just how far. I wanted to see just how much pain you'd be willing to go through for the sake of your king. You pass, huh? And he's out, Masrur. The fight is over. It was a good match, huh? A good match? Yeah. It was good. It was a good fight that brought out the strength of desperation. The first pair were able to surpass the limits of their own strength. The next two showed their willingness to offer up their lives for the master. I couldn't have asked for better results. You got yourself some excellent subordinates. Now that all that's over, what shall we do next? The next test will be, quit messing around! Oh, seems like Sinbad's in his form. What do you think you're doing, huh? Zepar. We are not your playthings. They took their fight seriously. They listened to your unreasonable request. And because it was a trial set for us by a jinn, I just stood back and watched. If this is the outcome, I won't let you get away with this. It's like, can you throw your life away for your king? How much pain are you willing to go through for the sake of your king? If those are the things that make someone a loyal subject, I don't want anything to do with them. I'll take it all upon myself. Whether it means putting my life at risk, or suffering, my friends, or everything. I don't understand your reasoning, but I'll make you regret playing around with the lives of my friends. It's pointless. Inside a dungeon, the jinn is invincible, right? But what if you're up against the power of another jinn? Do you have to face Baal's power? Are you sure that you'll come out unscathed? This man, oh, he's like, is that true? Jeez, I said I'd leave things to you. What are you doing? Oh, wait. If you do this, then my death would have been all for nothing, wouldn't it? I asked you to take care of things, so it went up like this. Darn it. Huh? How troublesome, Sin. Wait, what? It can't be. What? Wait, he's alive? Jafar. That's impossible. Your heart had stopped. I confirmed it with my own 2 hands. Thank you, Lord Dragon. What? It was simple. I only appeared to be dead. I opened a small hole in my chest that drastically weakened my heartbeat for a short time, put my body in a death-like state. When it's chakra, what? It only lasts for a few minutes, but it's a technique that gives you the opportunity to see your enemy. It's a technique I developed during my time as an assassin. But I'm glad it's come in handy now. Like, everyone's like shocked. Now then, well, we would pass if one of the two of us died, correct? I was dead for a moment, so your condition was met. It's like, that's true. Masrur and I both safely passed your test. You can go back on, or you can't go back on your word now, Zepar. Huh? Sinbad like goes back to normal. That's how it is, isn't it, Zepar? Like, he's got outwitted. And he'll get back up. Huh? What happened? The fight's over. Hey, why is everything destroyed? What kind of fight happened while we were unconscious? You know, Mystras. Huh? Masrur. Are you alright? It's like, does anything feel strange? Do you feel dizzy? I'm fine. Really? You look much more injured than me, Jafar. I don't remember anything. What happened on the trial? Or what happened to the trial? Nothing. It's over now. Huh? It's like, just let them over. What the heck is this? What do you think you're doing? Do you really think you can win like that? This isn't a joke. I won't accept it. I can't accept something like this. Oh, they outplayed him. I won't acknowledge you as a king. You'll spend the rest of your lives here in this dungeon. Fine with me. From the outset, we were only conquering this dungeon to help Heliohapt. We'll force our way through. And we got Sarah didn't like doing something. I don't know. What's she doing? Night 101. This also doesn't have a title. I want to acknowledge you as king. You'll spend the rest of your lives here in this dungeon. Boom. Fine with me. I'll take the metal vessel, even if I have to defeat you, and take it by force. Huh? Hey. Why is he arguing with Zepar? What could have happened while we were unconscious? Well, in any case, if Sinbad is going to fight, then we'll fight alongside him. Oh, they're all up. How foolish. Even if he has a metal vessel, he's still only human. He's no threat to a djinn like me, who has granted eternal life. I'll rip your souls apart. Wait, Sinbad. Wait, what's she doing? What? Sinbad, please put down your sword. It won't do any good to carry on this dispute. Zepar, I apologize for our rudeness. Could you please carry on with the trials? Serene, why are you stopping us? Are you saying we should just stay quiet and let all of this slide? That's not it, Sinbad. I understand that your friends have been treated terribly. If I was in your position, I wouldn't forgive him either. But remember, Zepar's power was the power to interfere with the mind of his target and completely control a human being. Just think about what would happen. If he took control of Masrur again, or even you this time, if that were to be the case, none of us would survive. We wouldn't be able to conquer this dungeon, and Heliophat's problems would remain unsolved. Are you really okay with that? That's why we must grin and bear it. For the sake of the friends who risk their lives because they believe in you. God, looking at Zepar. Zepar, I beg of you, please continue the trials to choose a king. Zepar, huh? Don't wanna. Wait, what? I already told you. I won't acknowledge Sinbad as king. These trials were meant to test the strength of the subordinates of the one who would be king. If I refuse to acknowledge him as king, then it is pointless to continue the trials. I won't choose him as king. Oh, so how are they going to get through this? I expect more from King Vessel than what Sinbad has shown me. Our trials are over then? What more can we do? Excuse me. Does that mean that while you refuse to acknowledge Sinbad, the trial could continue if there was another King Vessel here? Wait, what? Huh? Miss Tamara. What do you mean? I mean, it's true, isn't it? If there was another person here capable of being a King Vessel, then there's a chance that that person could be chosen, isn't there? If so, I would like to recommend Lady Sardine as another King Vessel. Wait, what? Huh? Well, what? I know. I'm just an attendant. And I know it's not my place to say something like this, but is it really so wrong for me to think of my princess when a chance like this appears right in front of us? I mean, out of all of us here, the one who wants power more than anyone else is definitely our princess. That time in Pathuria, and all that time we spent on the run, chased by our own country, all we could do is regret her lack. All she could do was regret her own lack of strength. So, wait, she gonna get it? If she had more power, she would probably take back the country she lost. No, she definitely wants to take it back. She wouldn't have to sit back and let someone protect it for us, but could take action with her own hands. Isn't wanting such power natural? Our princess has worried and suffered great distress over her powerlessness. Words are hard. That's why I want her to get her hands on a metal vessel. Hymeria, huh? Jinn, please listen to our pleas. Our mistress has been a princess from the start, and has never been a subordinate of Lord Sinbad's. Whoa, they're just doing best. Wait, no, they work for She was working for the company. Please consider Lady Sardine as another option for a king vessel, and allow us to undergo your trial. What? Amira, Tahal, you're willing to go this far? It's true that, instead of fighting with Zepar, undergoing his trials and obtaining the metal vessel is an infinitely better option. I was like thinking, this is Zepar we're talking about. There's no way of telling what kind of crazy trial he'll think of next. On top of that, can we really just stand aside and let someone else take the metal vessel? Huh? They're in. Like, Sinbad stopping too far? Do you have the resolve it takes to undergo the Jinn trials? Resolve? That's not even a question worth asking. Huh? I can't just blatantly ignore the feelings of the two people that have cared so much about me. Zepar, I want power to take back my home country and to change myself, who has been powerless to do anything. Please give me a chance. Let me undergo your trials to become king. Like, huh? Humans sure are creatures intent on doing things their own way. Who's friends? Who's subordinates? And who's the king vessel? You haven't listened to what I've said about any of it. Humans really are interesting creatures. Fine, I'll recognize you as a possible king vessel. However, all of that was just big talk. I can't recognize you as king with some half-hearted trial. So my trial for you. One sec. Both of them. Wait, Sinbad and Sardine? There are two king vessels, so it's natural to have you fight each other, right? But it's boring if you just fight to compare your strength, like the fights I've already seen. That's why. I want you to compete in a different way. What? This will be my final trial. Okay, wait. So, he doesn't want to test their strength, so mental? Is that it? Knight 102. Two kings. Okay. It'll be boring if you just fight to compare your strength, like the fight thus far. That's why. I'll be fighting in a different way. That will be my final test. Sin and Princess Sardine are going to fight? Huh? What do you mean by fighting in a different way? What? It's not difficult to understand. All of them fight with words. Oh, huh? With words. That's right. Anyone can see that your strength would be no match for Sinbad with his metal vessels. So in order to fight against him, you must use words as weapons. Words as weapons. Good. This doesn't sound like something that could turn out like a fight between Mesmer and I. Still. Oh, it's a little early to be feeling relieved, isn't it? It sounds like you don't quite understand the nature of this fight. They'll be using words to argue against each other, especially having a mental fist fight, or essentially having mental fist fight. It's hard. Attacking the very values that make up the foundation of their kingly attributes, besides bringing their differences to the forefront, fighting without using strength of arms, may result in a conclusion that leads some of you to part company with your master. As you find that your ideals conflict with those of the king vessel, you have risked flesh and blood for. Huh? Like, what? Like, just... Shall we get started then? He's like, bring out the rock. Yeah. This fight is a showdown between your ideologies. In other words, a battle of the heart. Huh? He brings out a scale. Yeah. No matter how well you're able to keep your cool on the surface, your heart can't lie. Your heart wavers. This copy I've made will also waver. When the scale tips towards one side, it will indicate the winner. Now, let's get started. A fight between two king vessels. Oh. My question for the king vessels. If you were awarded the metal vessel, how would you use it? Huh? Bookstern. Zepar, that's easy. I would use the power of that metal vessel to change the world. For that purpose, I have made efforts to create alliances with other countries and continue to advance towards my goal of creating my own country. The world is still filled with injustice. I will create a perfect world free of conflict, where we can all accept one another as we are. My intentions haven't changed at all since the moment I gained Ball's power. Well, Sardine, that's his side. What do you think? I can empathize with Sinbad's ideals. I have no desire to stand in the way of his efforts towards them. But your ideals are just a bunch of pretty words. There's no substance to them, like a dream where your feet never touch the ground. This was that perfect world you are going on about. A world without poverty, a world without war, or a world of complete equality with no countries, no races, and no discrimination. The world you're wishing for is one you can't even put into words. Isn't it too vague an image of a perfect word or world? It's hard. That's not true. I may meet friends and form alliances with those who agree with my ideals. That just makes it seem even more disingenuous. There's no one in the world who hasn't faced some sort of injustice. Everyone wishes that they could change something about the world. That's why everyone agrees with you. That's why everyone agrees with your desire to change things. Of course, it's natural. What's wrong with that? That's not real approval for the world you're trying to create. That's nothing more than you taking advantage of the circumstances and benefiting from the fact that everyone wishes for some version of an ideal world. Your words make people feel good. That's also natural. They're applicable to anyone and everyone, because the perfect world you keep going on about is just an empty idea. Like tipping? No. If that's the case, how would you use the power, Sardine? That's a good question. If I was able to gain the power of a king, I would use it for the sake of my country and only my country. What? For a country? That wouldn't change anything then, would it? If you're saying it's enough just to make your own country happy, that's just how Pathuria was back then, isn't it? I won't deny that. Then why, Sinbad? There's more to changing the world than just using all of your power against it. You wish to found a country as a means to change the world, don't you? Yeah. Because you think as a leader of a country, you'll be able to negotiate with other countries and influence their actions. That's right. Right? If that's the case, you don't need a country. Just being a merchant is enough, isn't it? Right? Huh? That's true, isn't it? The Sindric Trading Company has become a prominent company, even in Riem. You were able to eliminate the Meridel Company and absorb the resources, and in doing so, ensured that you have all the property, assets, and human resources you could ever need. As a trading company, you've been able to make alliances with other countries. Money, popularity, fame, power. You have it all. Doesn't someone like that already have the power to greatly influence the world? Even if you don't found your own country, you already have everything you wish for. So why do you still wish for a country? It's obvious. And then a trading company is just a trading company. It'd be easy to accomplish what we want as a country, which is why Sin needs to found a country. So you still want more, huh? I see. In that case, none of you really understand what a country is. Wait, what? You aren't thinking of a country as anything but a vessel for diplomacy. Have you given serious thought to what it means to have your own country? What about the population? What will you produce? How will things be organized? Will it be a monarchy or a republic? Currently, you're just a trading company made up of a few hundred people. But a country is different. They won't be your friends and allies that agree with your ideals. They'll be your citizens. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to keep domestic affairs stable and protect the livelihood of your citizens? It's just a matter of fact that diplomacy has to come second. As a king, wouldn't your role be to protect your country and your citizens and not to go out and change the world? I would use this power in order to protect my country and its citizens. I would stabilize our domestic affairs, and if I had the extra power, I would try to improve our foreign policy. But giving priority to your own country is just a natural part of being a ruler. People think that's a bad thing. You're always looking further and further ahead at the world as a whole. Doesn't that make you unsuited to create a country? You're strong, and without even trying, you attract people to you. You have the wit and resourcefulness to be an overwhelmingly successful leader. However, because of those things, you're not suited to be a king. Boom, she's like pointing out. Boom. You're gonna waver? The last that's the end of volume 11. Wow. It looks like Sinbad's like shook from that realization. Like he could do all he wants, but he still needs his country. Like he can take in people. And like all of that would like oh she's not wrong in the sense. I don't know. Hard to say. Like she actually got Sinbad. Well, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, leaving suggestions, recommendations down below. Greatly appreciate those. What are your thoughts about this volume? Well, yeah. Have a good rest of the day. Bye.